Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, I'm here joined actually by our guest.
Me, Logan.
Our actual co-host couldn't be here today. Kind of a funny story, but we won't get into that right now. Today, we are here to talk about video games. Logan, have you ever played one of these video games, as the young kids call it?
No, I don't think I have. I
Yeah,
mean,
like what are these?
I
What
have
are
a
these
life,
video
just
games that the kids are playing nowadays?
exactly.
But yeah, no. The joke is that me and Logan's profession, if you will, is video gaming. Um,
Yep. Except that Zach actually kind of does it professionally.
yep, that's right. That's what the kids call it, professional.
I just have no life.
Yeah, you have no life. I'm signed into an esports team technically.
Yeah, but you still have no life.
That's besides the point, and I digress. So we actually already recorded this podcast, isn't that right, Logan?
Yep.
And the file actually got corrupted. So we're back here again. I mean, our co-host was there last time, but he isn't here now.
Yeah. The episode that was corrupted. It was pretty funny.
A few major events, if you will,
Yeah.
happened to occur. Such
To
as
me actually.
Logan's fire alarm going off and his brother making a flamethrower out of Lysol, was it, right?
Lysol cleaner and a flamethrower. Yes, he made a flamethrower out of Lysol and a flamethrower. Out of Lysol and a lighter. And that is why my alarm went off. And then my mom got mad at me.
And it was pretty funny because we like just in the distance, I just hear meh, 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 and it was like, Logan, are you okay? And then I just hear you laughing like, Brock, why did you make a flamethrower? It was so funny. That was so dumb, so
Currently,
stupid.
I am eating cinnamon toast toast crunch.
Not for long.
You're like, oh no!
What'd you do?
Honestly, don't know.
Are you invested in the Cinnamon Toast Crunch? What is it? Cinematic universe?
What is that?
Uh, you've heard of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? The MCU.
Yeah.
What about? Wait, cinnamon toast.
The CCU.
Cinnamon toast crunch. Cinnamon toast crunch. The CTCCU. The cinematic. Oh god, cinematic toast. Cinnamon toast. What is it? Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinematic Universe. That's the one.
You're the one who came up with it and couldn't even say it, and then I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Dude, I have problems. No, but canonically, everyone is a cannibal and is also a sociopath. That's besides the point. Today we're here to talk about video games. Yeah, no. Our co-host, Mr. Isaac, has video games are like the largest time sink thing in the world. Our co-host that's not here with us today, has synced like so many, like an incredibly stupid amount of hours in a bee game, like a game about bees, and it is so incredibly pointless.
Funny thing is that I probably actually not longer than Zach, but probably I've been playing video games longer than Isaac because
sure.
I've been playing video games like for a very long time because my dad he had a lot. He got, I'm pretty sure, like he got a Game Boy. I didn't use it a lot. I don't even remember what I played on it. But he had a PS4 and then now Xbox.
Nice.
And
Personally,
I have a
Switch. PlayStation is so much better. But at this point, everyone has an Xbox. If you get a PlayStation, you're not going to be able to play online with your friends. That's my insight, at least.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, it's because I mean, I would say they're both good, but like they're not actually all that good. They're consoles. They're like
Consoles
they're
in general
okay.
are so much more inferior to a PC, where
It's true.
the
I only have consoles, and I agree.
yeah, but like what's a good example? Like Minecraft or like Terraria. I don't know, something like
Oh yeah,
even like something like not Elden Ring. That's a very bad example. Actually, we'll get into that in a bit.
yeah. Well, yeah, in a bit because oh my god, the comparison of
Okay,
those
well, the ones
two.
I have the most experience with, Minecraft and Terraria, like there's a heavily extensive like modding capability to those games, and also the fact that on something like Terraria where there's like I want to say like 5,000 different items, like 3,000 different enemies, whatever, very expansive large game.
And then the biggest mod for Terraria,
Calamity,
Calamity,
yeah, literally
has
doubles.
like 10,000 enemies.
Yeah, it's like actually insane. Stuff like that. Like you can have like Terraria open, have it run like twice as good as it does on any console cuz PC.
Without mods. You can have it running with mods better than a console without mods.
Yeah, like double FPS. And also, it's a lot more customizable on PC, and the fact that you can have mods, and you can have like tabs open of like YouTube or like Wikipedia for like specifically Terraria. This is the one that I relate
Yeah.
to heavily. You could have like a
And
Wikipedia open or
yeah,
Wikipedia page open for a game that's like this boss is located here, like on like a second monitor or whatever while you're playing a game, and it's like, oh, I don't have to whip out my phone and wait like 20 minutes for Google Chrome to load. um,
exactly. The console wars, like PC or PC. Why did I say PC? Xbox and PlayStation. Like that's like the biggest console war. Probably because it's like they're like the only consoles, but like still.
yeah,
Um they're both I would say that they're both equal. Like Xbox has better storage and like it has better storage. It I don't know. It has I just feel like like it's how the like downloading of games and the control around like the movement on the console is a lot better than PlayStation. And PlayStation has better graphics.
for sure,
I am completely unbiased, by the way. I just want to let everybody know I am completely unbiased. I believe that they are equal. They both have their flaws, but I don't care what what you think. That's your opinion, and it's my opinion too. But I just feel that the PlayStation has better graphics and it runs games a lot smoother than Xbox does because I don't know. It's I don't know. It's just there's something about Xbox that just it feels like it doesn't run very smoothly.
yeah, for sure. But the other thing with PlayStation, okay, PlayStation would be absolutely better if it had like as good of a friending system as Xbox did.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
also, at the end of the day, I have no bias because I don't play on console. But also at the end of the day, you have to choose one. And honestly, I choose PlayStation because I have no friend. Nah,
Yeah.
but their controllers are also like much better than Xbox in my opinion. I hate Xbox controllers with a passion. I
I
hate
do
them
too,
so
kind of.
much. Dude, Monster Hunter World is so much better than Monster Hunter Rise. I am genuinely upset that Monster Hunter Rise isn't as hyped up
Dude, I
or was more
dropped it.
hyped up than Monster Hunter World. It
Seriously,
just
I dropped it so fast. I love the graphics and everything, and I love the old school style,
it just wasn't
but
the
the
same.
Switch controls, the
Oh, dude, the
Switch
Switch controls are
controls.
disgusting. Also, like, it doesn't feel right. It feels like a very not. It feels
The only
very.
part that I say doesn't feel right is just I feel the amount of uh environmentally aggressive monsters that like you don't have to technically hunt, and the fact that like I feel like it goes up and down in the skill level way too much, and like when it goes up in the skill level it goes up to like an insane amount, and like you have to get stuff to actually beat what you're on. Either you have to do it by the skin of your teeth, or you have to um you have to go grind on a monster that you haven't even seen yet and get their bones to do that, which so you can't do. So you literally can only do it by the skin of your teeth. But like, because the graphics and everything, it's so good, and the old school style, and the firefly, the like zip flies or whatever they call jewel bugs. They're I think they're called jewel bugs. I'm not sure, but I like that. And the weapons have like different like mastery things, or like just like special moves, and then it's unique from world. But when you play it, you realize that the gameplay is really clunky,
Yeah,
and
it's
the place, the like basically the home base is very small compared to world. Um,
yeah, dude,
you
the
don't
home base
have
in
that,
World is like a huge, massive, like open town, and it has like zip lines across it and stuff. And then in
and
World or
Rise,
Rise,
it's just this little place, and you can't even like go into a lot of the buildings.
yeah, and they're like different zones. It's not all open. It's like loading zone here and there, and there's
Yeah,
it's like, it's so
and
weird. I definitely agree that Rise was cool, but honestly, dude, Monster Hunter World's world building and just the environments in general are
yeah,
literally so much better than Monster Hunter Rise. And it
oh
honestly
God,
makes me really sad because I really wanted to like Monster Hunter Rise. It was a good game and I wanted to like it. But I couldn't get behind the fact that you could just infinitely climb any wall. You can speed around really fast and not appreciate the environment. The environments are also so small and not thought out. I really hate the color scheme. The starting area is so green and dark and mopey and badly laid out.
oh, yeah,
And
as well
it
as the
like most
food.
of it revolves around this huge like mountain in the middle, but it's not even like that big of a deal because there's paths going all up it, and you could just climb infinitely in like any direction straight up the mountain. And it's like, well, then what's the point of having this sort of terrain? The only terrain that I liked in Monster Hunter Rise was the desert, and that's just because of the color scheme. And also the desert areas was by far the biggest. But in Monster Hunter
Um,
World, the starting area with the tree, dude, it's like there's like
oh yeah,
20 layers. There's like four different layers to the map. There's like the normal, the high up in the tree, and there you can like go inside the tree and it's huge.
and all the environmental triggers that you can do,
Yeah, like there's just like one spot at the very top of the tree. There's like a
where
dam and
you
like
can,
water. And you can like lure this monster like dragon thing to like run into like the dam and get like pushed off the tree by like a thing of water, and you like jump down and you like stab it and you do the big boy damage with the big boy sword, and they nerf the big boy damage in the big boy sword. Like, why did they nerf it? It was cool as is. They just made it worse. Yeah, but dude, my favorite part about Monster Hunter World was getting those like perfect scenarios where every puzzle piece just perfectly lines up and you just get some like
my God, yeah,
insane like combo. Like you like jump on top of the monster and then your like teammate like flashbangs it, so you get to do the big boy charge up damage. It's like,
yeah,
oh yeah,
and
and then you get like a monster like scale to break off, and they get stunned again, and then you do it again. And Monster Hunter Rise,
and
it's that's just not a thing, and
yeah,
it pisses me
and
off.
with Rise, I didn't see any damage when like you were attacking and you got the it broke off. Like,
Yeah, there's
I
no like
feel
visual
like the
damage.
only monster I saw that on was Tetranodon. I still can't say that name properly,
The
but
rock dragon.
it's the big green, like basically alligator crocodile thing
Oh yeah,
that's basically
the one with the
Jaggers.
sponge neck, and then it gets all deflated and like, you know,
Yep.
and it gets all
And
sad and weak.
and that didn't even have a lot. While with World and Rathlos, because
Well,
with
yeah,
Rathlos, um,
you can like
like
chop up
because
its scales and its tail. It's
when
so
you
cool.
damage its wings like visibly, and it's not like both wings at once. If you attack one wing and break one wing, the other wing's perfectly fine, but the wing that you were attacking is like all torn up, and you can do that with both, and then you can like break his beak off a little bit and like break his back, and it breaks the actual spikes itself, and it looks white. And in Rise, it was just the white. It was just the white, and I hated it.
Yeah, Rise,
And
it's just like, oh, you like chopped
you broke
off
it.
this like
Here's some like scratches to make it look like you did something.
yeah, and it's like in
And
Monster Hunter World, you could also like chop off their tails, and they like it was really dynamic because if you cut their wings up, they
because
couldn't fly, and if you like broke their tail, they
they
couldn't like
couldn't
do their
fly as
tail
well.
attacks. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like and go check out our other podcasts on Chatty Matters. If you made it all the way through this, which I guarantee very many few people did, um, make sure to comment on what you might want to see next. This episode was about gaming. Last one was about Would You Rather. What would you want to see next? Anyways, uh, keep on gaming. That's our new outro, isn't it?
I, yeah.
That's what I thought.
In search of
Of
the
the
Elden
Elden
Ring,
Ring
someone must
must extinguish
extinguish
thy flame.
Let
Let
it
it
be
be
Margit
Margit
the
the
Fell.
Fell.